Sheila and her husband Clay were on a perfect vacation. They spent their days soaking up the sun, exploring new places and enjoying each other's company. Every moment was a joy until it was time to head back home. So they packed up their bags with their hearts full of happy memories. Arriving back, the house looked just as they remembered. The quiet was comforting, but something about it felt a bit different. But as Sheila looked around, her heart sank. There on the couch was her daughter, still and lifeless. The joy of their return shattered in an instant. They immediately started calling 911, asking for help. As the sirens blared and police cars arrived, the house that once felt so familiar now held an ominous weight. With every step, the tension grew. Sheila opened the door for the police to come in, but officers couldn't believe what they were seeing. They didn't know that what they would see in that quiet room would haunt them forever. This is a real story based on real events. The story of the couch girl, Lacy Fletcher. "36-year-old Lacy Fletcher was found dead, decaying and stuck to her family's couch on January 3, 2022. Her parents, Sheila and Clay Fletcher from East Feliciana, were accused of neglecting their own daughter, who suffered from locked-in syndrome and was reportedly on the autism spectrum. She was found covered in urine and her liquid feces. An officer had been sent to the property in Slaughter, Louisiana, after Sheila Fletcher called police to say her daughter had stopped breathing. The whole room reportedly stank. Maggots were spotted crawling on her body once they invaded the couch, which had started to sink into the living room floor. Lacy had been sitting there for 12 years, and she weighed less than 100 pounds. She died from starvation, among other factors. Forensic pathologist's autopsy report described her body covered in pressure ulcers and suffering chronic bowel infection with polarizable fibers, most likely fibers from the couch, and maggots embedded in the exposed surface of the bones. Lacy had been diagnosed with autism and crippling social anxiety, meaning that her parents took charge as her caretaker. The couple said that Lacy would relieve herself on the couch or a towel placed nearby, and that Sheila would clean her daughter's sores. The Fletchers also claimed that Lacy was unwilling to leave the house, and she reportedly never complained about staying home. Mr. D'Aquila had pushed for the second-degree murder charges. He believed that her parents had intended to kill her. The couple were reportedly out of town at the time of her death. They were on a vacation. They had spent nearly 18 months denying second-degree murder after being indicted twice by a grand jury and faced the prospect of life in prison without parole. Sheila and Clay Fletcher were charged with murder for Lacy's death. In February 2024, they were given a plea deal for the lesser charge of manslaughter. On March 20, 2024, they were sentenced to 20 years in prison. Warning: the following content may be disturbing for some viewers. So if you have a heart problem or if you suffer from anxiety or PTSD, please skip watching the rest of the video. Thank you.